Hello, good afternoon, everyone. Thank you very much for joining today. So let me just get this into presentation mode. Can you see everything? Is everything okay, Dan? Can you hear me all right?
Yeah, that's good.
All right, fantastic. My name's Ruan Swart. I am the CEO of Innovatus Technologies. We are a manufacturing, design, engineering, and hopefully potentially in the future, a manufacturing company for high pressure vessels and all things composite structures within the high pressure vessel area. So Innovatus Technologies, just a bit of background, I have founded the company back in 2018, about a year after my stint at university, where I achieved a master's degree in product design engineering. Through that 4 years, I've developed this product utilizing an aerospace composite technology and thought to bring that into the commercial space. So around about 2016, noticed 2015, 2016, I noticed that there is a huge need for lightweight form factor compatible hydrogen pressure vessels or pressure vessels and in the specific space of hydrogen. So I developed the product and built a business around it, and the product's called Shift. So as Don was mentioning quite a few times earlier, a paradigm shift in technology. So we have a shift in storage, in hydrogen storage, and it's the Scottish Hydrogen Fuel Tank. So a little bit behind the team within Innovatus Technologies, there is currently 6 directors in the business. We have Adrian Allen, Stuart McIntyre, Jan Tiefenbrunn, Professor David Flynn, and David Allen. So that is the background management team, and we all share the common view. Give me 1 second, sorry. We all share the common vision and aim of unlocking the environmental and economic value of hydrogen throughout the design, developing and distributing our transformative hydrogen storage solution that accelerates the decarbonisation of critical services and products such as the heavy duty vehicle sector, and achieving the hydrogen storage aspect of the trucks and the buses, and also probably trains as well as aerospace. Also in the business, we have 5 employees, including myself, who are all working on the design and engineering of our product within multiple projects that we currently have going on at Innovatus Technologies. So a little bit about the innovation that we have developed over the last 5 to 6 years. Shift is a single and or multi-chamber type 4 hydrogen pressure vessel. It is form factor compliant. What that means is basically it fits within a particular form factor of a customer and their requirements, and it is utilizing advanced composite techniques. They are actually aerospace techniques which have been made available in the commercial sector, which can reduce weight, cost, as well as process and product time. With this technique, we can get a greater gravimetric density, which is basically the efficiency storage of hydrogen within the tank. It's a modular design and highly scalable. So by modular, we are able to put this in series in parallel on a particular form factor or space envelope, for instance, on the top of a refuse vehicle or behind on the back of a bus. We can fit more of our tanks, which can carry more hydrogen in the same space or in a smaller space, according to what the customer is requiring. Now, what that does is that funnels down into a 25% weight reduction, a 30% increase in this gravimetric density or storage efficiency, and that all factors into a 5% plus more hydrogen, obviously dependent on the application and size of the product. Now, this comes, we design this in 350 and 700 bar tanks, with our off-the-shelf units being small, medium, and large, and we're also looking at bespoke units as well. So it's safe to say that our Shift product is definitely compatible without any compromise to any existing powertrains or existing space envelopes on customers, on OEMs platforms, as well as operator platforms. So highlighted here on this slide is the industries and applications that we are looking to serve and currently are serving, ranging from aerospace all the way through to maritime. Currently, we're on a project, and you'll see a slide about this later on civil aviation, where we're decarbonising a 9-seater aircraft on a project led by Cranfield Aerospace Solutions to basically supply hydrogen tanks to that project. We're also on a Scottish Enterprise funded project for aerial support vehicle, which is a drone for the Scottish Ambulance Services and Emergency Services to look at utilising our Shift product on a particular or platform agnostic drone or power supply unit to allow for longer flight times and longer durations, and to be able to give a payload or carry a payload of 5 to 7 kilograms. So it's a very interesting project that we're currently on, and that takes us into the orange highlighted box, which is the heavy duty sector. You know, refuse buses, over 3.5 ton delivery vehicles, as we've seen from Sam, Alan, etc. on this call. And what we are looking to do is to get involved in projects or with customers who are looking to, you know, retrofit or, you know, manufacture their own vessels or transport vehicles with our tanks on top of them or inside, that allows to get that increase in range, reduced weight. So in essence, can carry more payload, which is a very key factor in these transport sectors, as well as, you know, commercial vehicles, tractors off highway. As you're mentioning, JCB, they're not just doing the engine, they're also looking at storage and fuel cell aspects as well. And then you've got train, you know, integrators like Arcola Energy, who have just recently had their project, I think up at Bo'ness. They were showing off their refuse vehicles, buses, and their hydrogen train, which was very interesting to see. And those are particular transport sectors that we would be looking at and helping decarbonize. So just a quick comparison against currently what's on the market versus what Innovatus Technologies Shift can do, looking at the dual large, which is a multi-chamber tank, as well as a single medium. So for instance, you can see against Luxifer, which is a staple brand within the high pressure vessel market, against their 350 bar, you know, we've got a similar size tank in length as well as in vessel volume. We're carrying roughly about the same amount of hydrogen mass with about 50 kilograms less in weight, and we have got a substantial increase in vessel storage density. So that's the efficiency of hydrogen stored within the system weight. So because it's a dual large, what effectively that does is that reduces the total height or diameter of the total product in half, almost in half, and therefore reducing the total space needed to store the same amount of hydrogen. So that's one of our key USPs that we are looking to deliver through our current projects and through our development to kind of get into the high value manufacture as well as bespoke make to order manufacture. So this is a trend that follows through the table here. You can see we are reducing weight through these products as well as increasing the gravimetric density. So we're very cost competitive and also very weight competitive in this particular region. So finally, I think this is my last 2 slides here, is we are currently on a project called Project Fresson, as I mentioned previously, with Cranfield Aerospace Solutions. We're looking at decarbonising and electrifying through hydrogen fuel cell technology, Britten-Norman Islander 9-seater aircraft into hydrogen. And this is a project where we are looking at developing, or currently developing, our Shift Large as well as our Shift Medium demonstrators to eventually get to that certification aspect and certify our shift large and medium. And then on the drone project, we are looking at developing further the small tank, and also going through certification aspects of that. On the small shift, we are also doing a privately funded or internally funded project on looking at certifying the tank for these drones. So we're currently in, I think, the last stages of the project, and we should be writing a report and distributing that internally, which will showcase, the effective use of the technology that we're using, and in the space form factor as well. So very interesting applications and projects that we're currently being part of. And that, I think, is me. Yeah, so thank you very much to Dan and Urban Foresight for allowing me to come and just give a very brief overview of who Innovatus is, who I am, and what we have achieved and will look to achieve going forward in this very exciting sector.